Hey everyone, this is Seema. My app, MRAS, is actually a merchant risk assessment system. I'll simplify it for those who think it's too complicated. Any system, whether it's a fintech or typical like a service that needs to screen the client who is opting into that service, whether it's a marketplace seller or I go to the bank, they would just not give me a loan. So there's so many applications in today's world that we live in, which needs us to screen. And what here is a merchant is simply a service provider. So you could think of it as being applicable in a marketplace or an ISV or a small medium business. So what this is doing is it's when you bring somebody in-house, you onboard them, and it asks a bunch of questions that gives good signals to assess the risk of that actor, whether it's a fraudulent actor, whether it is somebody that needs to go through more reviews. And especially in today's AI hockey stick that we're seeing, we need more controls in place. So what this does is let me walk through the demo and then kind of go through some nitty-gritties. I actually had created some of these merchants that you see here. Simple UI. Today, and I come from JP Morgan, and I can tell that we have a whole army of people worrying about onboarding. How do I screen? And there's never a good answer. It's not one size fits all. So this is more of an MVP, which is the minimum viable product that you would want to see as features. So when you go create a new merchant, a merchant could be a sole entrepreneur, it could be a LLC, it could be anything. So let me just show you one, and then we'll kind of dive in. And again, risk, like any other thing, has different tiers. There are more risky tiers like gaming or real estate as compared to, let's say, education or some other low tiers. So for now, I can go with cryptocurrency, which I know has different regulations that come into play. And let's just create an if I'm a seasoned merchant, I have my financial history that we could use to place me in the right tier. But let's say I've just started my business. So I kind of, come in the radar of concern. So what I'm filling out here are simply the factors that the algorithm used to mark whether I'm risky and how much of a risk do I pose, whether I'm a low risk, medium risk, or high risk. It can always be tweaked. This is a very vanilla algorithm. But if you go to more mature organizations, you'll have rule-based algorithms which need to be dialed in or out. So this is simply taking what is my revenue. So clearly, if I make a lot of money per year, then I can have as many disputes. So that puts me in a high risk. So let's just, for now, I'll probably be graded as a mediocre or medium tier merchant. So yeah, what just did is it given the pre-configured model weights, it has categorized me in a medium risk category. I don't have any LLM or anything right now. This needs manual intervention. Again, for a fintech, I do want to be in that loop of things, but if I'm not in there, I can always have automated flow to approve or reject based on certain parameters. So this is simply a demonstration, and I look at it as a human operations. I'll say this is fine, and I go forward with it. So this is just a sneak peek into the complexity of onboarding a merchant in any sector. Any questions?
Nice demo. Do you also take into account recent news articles about the merchant while scoring your business?
Great question. So right now, it doesn't have those are all through external integrations. Right now, the factors were just pre-configured weights. But yes, credit bureaus, risk, screening. I want to be. There's a board called OFAC. So there's a published sort of these are the people you don't want to onboard, no matter how they pretend to be. So those are things that we can certainly expand and iterate on as external integrations. But for now, that's in the trajectory of it.
What's the next thing you would do if you had another 2 hours?
I think a doc upload would be great. Like whatever I said, there's no endorsement to who I am. So a doc upload, like a simple upload of my license or some sort of a business license, would tell them that, okay, this person is that. Because right now it's scoring simply based on what I entered in the form. That's at the very minimum. But there's so much more you can do with this.
question on onboarding, like what are they being onboarded for? Is it line of credit or what?
In this case, it's a payment, like if I'm wanting to integrate with Stripe as my payment provider, they would just want to know who they're dealing with. So in this case, it's a payment integration,
Okay.
but this could be a similar onboarding flow in anything, whether it's a lending or loan service. Pretty much same signals have
Because I
to.
think the due diligence requirements, et cetera, will be different for lending.
Exactly.
as
So
compared to
tailored and custom diligence, but most of them start with this as a baseline. And then you kind of pivot based on the industry.
So what this does is essentially pulls all the tweets corresponding to a campaign. So the way it works is, let's just say I'm running a campaign that is about climate change. Then it pulls all the topics for the day that are on this theme. I used Replit for the first time in an official way, if you will. So I use the X API, like I use the dummy data, frankly. So you can see it pulls all the tweets, including the engagement on all these tweets. My vision here is if you're running it across multiple platforms like Reddit and Twitter and things like that, you should be able to pull all the tweets in one place. And as a marketer, what's really helpful is to see the conversations that are happening in either of those channels and really assess how to redesign any campaigns the next time you're running in a particular channel like Reddit or Twitter or what have you. So that's what I built.
So X topic tracker, I heard you say you use an API from X, right?
Yeah, I asked it to use the X API, but I had it asked me for option, and I said, just use the dummy data because I didn't want to pay for the I didn't have access to
I
that.
heard you say that you're also going to allow it to track Reddit. So how is
Yeah,
this-
so my thinking was the way I would extend this is I would not only just use the X API, I would also like to use the Reddit API. That way, because typically when you run campaigns, you run it across different channels. And so the idea would be as a marketer, it's helpful to have all of it in one place. So it's easy to analyze and really say what kind of conversations this particular campaign drove in Reddit versus Twitter, so that the next time you're running any campaigns, you are building all those insights and planning accordingly.
Did you consider emerging themes, right? Like this is you're suggesting the topic and it's giving you all the conversations on that topic.
Yeah.
But what if you want to understand what are the emerging themes in
Yeah.
the general vicinity?
Yeah, I did not consider that. I did not consider that. Frankly, I started with a different idea and I got stuck too much in that. So I sort of switched my idea. But yeah, I would probably say hey, what are the different ways we could engage in, thematically what other topics might be relevant and things like that. But I didn't get to that.
And which kind of teams do you envision using this?
I think the marketing and the digital marketing teams would find extremely value. Like today, what ends up happening is each one of the channels does provide those data, but they are all in individual silos. What I'm trying to do here is put it all in one place. That is typically where the marketing teams spend a lot of time munging through, and I feel like by having it all in one place, it's so much easier to draw insights across it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Roger and I'm still a college student, so obviously I don't have any entrepreneur ideas, but I can give you guys some interesting views in a student's way. So I literally create this app called Unimatch which is literally like a dating app, but I mean when you heard about dating app, it gives a bad view because people will think you're so determined to find a partner. So why I'm building this app in a study way. So it's literally like you are looking for a study buddy, but at the same time, you got the potential to date people. So as you see from the Discover page, there is no profile picture at all. So it gives you a depth of study. So it shows your study vibe. At the same time, it shows the music. So it's giving you a vibe, but not that like the face or any picture. And it also shows what you want to say to people who choose you and your major, your school year, and so on. So after you pick like, you can see the picture for a few seconds and just fade away. So I think, yeah, so it shows that this app is actually for studying and dating is just like the extra stuff. Yeah. And if you choose the match page, you can see all the people you choose and you can text people, obviously. And I think the unique part of this app is we connect this website to Canvas, Spotify, and LinkedIn. So, and we use AI to analyze the personality based on those 3 apps. So for example, let's say academic discipline. So since it's related to Canvas, AI can transfer your GPA and your due date stuff to data. So people all see those like your personality and academic way, which makes it more real. And yeah, and you see, based on your Spotify music preference, you can say if you have the same taste. And on LinkedIn networking activity, it can see your extroverted level or introverted level. So you cannot fake those information because you're literally like if it's really on education or your resume, it must be real. That's what also makes this website so unique. And another unique part of this is you cannot pay to choose people, you pay to reject people. So for example, if you choose somebody who's like your like study vibe, but after you click it, you realize it just don't look that convenient or something. You just cannot study if you look at him or her. So you can choose to reject, but every day you can only reject 3 times. If you reject more, it will reduce your credit score, which is over there. And if your credit score is now very low, like amount, then people will say you're just looking for dating. You're not studying this app. And if you pay more, then you can literally click everyone's profile and see their face and choose to like accept or reject. So I think this is like totally opposite from the app that's like shown in the market, and which makes it so unique. So I just mentioned the credit score. Okay. Yep, it is showing.
So did you actually connect to?
I connect to Spotify. Yeah, but for Canvas and for LinkedIn, I think it's like I didn't do that because it's too much. I think it takes too much time. Yeah.
Why LinkedIn and not Instagram or something?
Because Instagram, literally everybody do like they edit their picture, make them like wider or cleaner or whatever. So, but LinkedIn, like everyone is using their original like working picture, which is based on my own experience, and that makes it like people more like real.
So some of the features maybe indicate that it's more for dating. Is it more for dating or more for?
So it depends, right? It's like it depends on the user. If somebody
A dating app disguised as a study app or a study app?
yeah, it's like if I want to explain to people, I was like, I'm only looking for study buddies, right? Like dating is something extra. It doesn't matter. Like face doesn't matter, but who knows it matters? And, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think you're the only person who uses LinkedIn for dating.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know like literally Gen Z, they're like after they know your name, they'll search you on LinkedIn, literally. So I'm just make life easier. Yeah. Yes.
Whom did you vibe with and connect with on your platform?
Excuse me?
Whom did you vibe with and connect with on your platform?
Sarah Chen, the infamous Sarah Chen, like the example of every single good app.
Yeah.
Alex Chen, yeah.
Cool.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
So I'm Matthias, and this is Canvas Plus. It's a high velocity prototype of a student side LMS dashboard built in under 90 minutes. From a technical perspective, the app is built with raw HTML, Tailwind CSS via CDN, and vanilla JavaScript. It avoids heavy frameworks to keep load times fast and structure simple. Replit implemented a modal page system. Each major section, the dashboard, the courses, the assignments, the grades, and the inbox is mounted dynamically using a core navigate routine. The UI uses utility first classes and simple custom CSS for overlifts, card shadows, and responsive grids. Data is stored as JavaScript objects, so I can generate course cards, assignments lists, and grade tables on the fly. This makes the structure reusable and scalable despite the short build time. The dashboard loads first and presents an overview of active courses, upcoming assignments, and average grade, enabling students to get an immediate snapshot of their status. Navigation is fixed in a sidebar or mobile hamburger for small screens. And this enables fast jumps between modules. Assignments and grades page feature dynamic tables which can be updated with mock data. Local storage persistence is on my roadmap, so students stay carries through. And yeah, this is Canvas Plus. This is where the courses are displayed. There's the assignments. It has upcoming assignments submitted, overdue, and all of it. And grades is shown here, and the calendar is displayed here. So this is a functioning prototype. With professional grade UI elements consistently across devices and the technical foundation that supports future enhancements. All right, thank you for your time.
Do you want to demonstrate some of the functionality? Like,
Yeah.
how would you use this tomorrow?
So you could, for example, if you want upcoming assignments, you could do each, you can see which assignments you have coming up. And after you do it, you could submit here. There's also kind of 10-minute study sprint that you can have. You start it or you pause it right here. If you want to bound yourself with time. And courses, each courses, you can see the schedule for each course, the announcements for each course. You can see the grades that you have and no graded right here. Total grade for each class. Yeah, an extended version too.
There's any questions?
Yes. I was wondering, what is your core mission or incentive with this? What differentiates it from Canvas 1.0?
All right, great question. It's makes it more simplified, has some added features to it. It's easy to use, easy for the eye as well, and better overall simplicity and easy to use case.
So it's simplicity and then
And added features.
like what's one in particular?
One of the feature is this what's next, or kind of the study sprint. Study sprint. Yeah.
Cute.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
I see this is a student portal. Is there an equivalent features view as well where they can using this assignments?
Yes, great question. Yeah, in Canvas 1.0 there is that section, and since this is a product, I have not fully kind of implemented that or replicated, but there's in future there is. This is kind of easy to implement.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
Hey, hello folks. This is Jigar, and I work at Apple, but I have never thought about any work-related stuff because of some privacy concern. I cannot integrate so many apps, and nothing can be connected. But what I thought about, my colleague and I, we were talking about some things about the privacy. So since AI started, we just get too much familiar into, we started using too much ChatGPT, too much Perplexity and everything. And good thing about it is it's reliable, it remembers you. And bad thing about it is it remembers you. And the thing is, your data is not with your side, it might be locating on their server. And since recently, ChatGPT also launched Atlas. And right after the launch, there was a storm in Twitter about how the privacy got attacked and everything. So what I was thinking is, why don't we have something local? And but then for example, I want something like the use case I wanted to go with is, let's say I have ordered some battery, which is 2 weeks ago from Amazon, but I want LLM to remember, but not in cloud, should be in local. So I use Replit to have an open OLLAMA model and host it locally and have some memories. And it should have a chat window. And we could have more integrations as possible. So right now, instead of Amazon, I started with chess.com because I suck at that. And I really want to improve my ELO. So and it was easiest as well to analyze the game, and I can just converse with AI that what are the mistakes that I've been making and what am I worse at, or what should I improve, etc. So this is it. So this is the demo that I wanted to show how memory works. So I added memory that I have more than one brain cells, and I'm an engineer. And this is the chat that I could be chatting with, that how many cells I have in my brain, and says, as an engineer, you're doing critical thinking and everything. It's using the memory that I have provided with it. So it's pretty cool. And yeah. And here is the chess integration that it has done. That my next goal is 185 points by end of this month, etc. And I think there is one interesting conversation about that is, yeah, why don't you analyze my game and give me some good puzzles and also help me with good study plan? And it created this dialogue. So even though this is local and doesn't have lots of integration, but future plan would be if we have a bunch of integration with, let's say, Amazon or even GitHub, it could be really useful to just analyze and have somebody to chat with, which is completely private and safe.
So it's local, but virtual, as in it's not connected back to an LLM provider.
Cloud, yeah. It can grab all data, but
you can access this from anywhere using the Replit.
Right. So my goal was not to use it from outside. I just publish it because of the link I wanted to publish, but I would rather have something working locally in my computer.
So is the model running on your laptop?
Right. Since I published it, it's not local, but before that, I want something just to have a local host. And I can just copy in somewhere. And
right. So follow-up question to that. So how is it really local?
No, it's just I had to publish it. My goal is to just have it local, but since as part of Hackathon, I published it. But I don't want to publish it. I just have it something local and run it in your server or in your browser.
I mean, and as an essential question, I can say that ChatGPT 5 and all those things, they can be downloaded and keep within your enterprise or within your laptop, right? So you can just provide to access that LLM which is there within your system.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You need not publish that anyway. But LLM you can.
But we still need to integrate it with all the apps for
So that is
example.
your app, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
your
it's
app.
so right now I'm using Olama. I could use I could upgrade if I have more memory in my local. Yeah, makes sense.
So that's what is the beauty of Pi.
Right.
So the major problem with the LLM is the security.
Mhm.
So if it is OpenAI,
Right.
security issue if it's my Starbucks or something like that.
Right.
So, but if I download that LLM and if it is there in my virtual machine,
Right.
so nobody could able to access that. So
Correct.
That's
So
what
that's
is
the idea.
open.
Right. That's the idea. So right now I'm using Olama for if I have more footprint of memory, I could plug JetGPT 5 as well and use the same app, same integration, and same chat with this assistant.
So, but once you publish, you said that you don't want to share your confidential data with that.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So how can you stop that?
I just update the model in the app, and so idea is I don't want to publish this app outside. Yeah. So the link that I have given right now, it's just for hackathon purposes, but ideally it should be locally hosted, or maybe some secure environment which we can rely more on. Yeah.
I mean, you don't know the power of this, what you're building in this one.
Mhm.
So now all the enterprises, all the organizations, they wanted to have the LLMs locally in their system.
Right.
They don't want to use it from the,
Correct. Yeah.
OpenAI or from the Gemini. They don't want to use it. So
Right.
at least some of the areas, especially finance, fintech.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from online, offline,
Mhm.
I didn't get the chess scenario at all.
Oh, okay, sure. So, I mean, I was showing that I linked my account. So let's say if I play one more game and I click on sync game, and I want the AI to analyze my game and tell me that, oh, this is the repeated mistake that you made again.
Yeah.
And so right now what I'm doing is I'm paying chess.com about like 50 to $100 per month and using their analysis. But if an assistant can help me.
Will it save a memory of, Jigger has this style of playing?
Right.
Is that the local memory that it's going to store?
Yes. Yeah. So like all I want is maybe have another extension of this would be another script that analyze the last game and use it as a memory.
Yeah.
So maybe a next order of Amazon, use it as a memory. And next, any online footprint that I'm doing, use it as a memory, maybe email as well, and use that for me, not against, if it's for my purpose.
Yeah, I got that.
How many people was your first time vibe coding ever? Okay, cool. Finalists. In third place, we have ChessAssistant. Second place, Merchant Risk Assessment System. And in first place, drum roll, please. Unimatch.